Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nirenstein, and this is Vehicle Virgins. It is day 2 of the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Yesterday, rode in some incredible cars. The McLaren 600 LT, the 720S up the hill climb, and this was my first ever Goodwood experience. Today, we've got a lot in store, so let's roll out. Just check at the car park at the hotel we're staying at. Of course, the 570 GT that I'm driving, but this beautiful touring R Porsche GT3 RS, Vanquish 720S, Ferrari, another 720S. This is ridiculous. And I just walked to the wrong side of the car. Well, now that we have successfully off-roaded the McLaren, time to go to the show. Alpina wagon, look at that. Look at this. That is a beautiful colored Porsche GT3 Touring. Oh my gosh. All right, so I know I just drove the Diablo VT and wasn't a massive fan, but look at this Diablo GT. We've been to the show for all of 3 minutes and already seen some of the craziest cars in the world. This is an epic collection from the Porsche Museum, which I visited when I took delivery of the E63. If you haven't been to the Porsche Museum, I highly recommend the trip. Honestly, it was a lot better than the BMW or the Mercedes Museum, and that's a hard thing for me to say. But we've got a 2.7 RS followed by a 959, then a 993 Turbo Carrera GT and 918. Let's check these things out. The 959 has always been one of my favorite Porsches of all time, as with the 993 Turbo, and one of the best sounding cars ever created. If you thought the wing on the GT2 RS or GT3 RS was insane, check out this old Porsche. Not only are the cars at Goodwood magnificent, but the architecture and the sculptures here are as well. We've got the Goodwood house behind me, such a beautiful building, and check out this statue that Porsche has created, this giant spire that at the bottom, it's only this thick, and then goes all the way up at the top, and we've got all of the famous Porsche models, the 918, we got a 917 up there. Oh my God. On the way to the supercar paddock now, and had to stop by this thing. This is the predecessor to the Bugatti Veyron, the EB110, except this is actually the super sport variant that has 611 horsepower. Made in 1994, did 0 to 62 miles an hour in 3.2 seconds. Think about that for a second. That's still extremely impressive by modern day standards, and that was 1994. Top speed of 216 miles an hour, quad turbocharged V12, and it's a manual. Behind me is the 1992 XJ220, one of the coolest cars, if not the coolest car, that Jaguar has made in the last couple of decades. This car actually held the world record for fastest top speed of any car until the McLaren F1 came along and crushed it with 240.1 miles an hour. But the wild part about this car that not a lot of people talk about is its Nürburgring lap time. 7 minutes and 36 seconds for a car made in 1992. That's faster than an R35 GTR. That's faster than an M4 GTS. Brand new cars, yet this was made in 92. That's wild. To the supercar paddock we go. Inside of the 488 Pista, carbon fiber everywhere. Look at this floating carbon fiber bridge. That is epic. We've got Mr. JWW behind the wheel of the Fenrir Super Sport. Are you excited?
Beyond
ridiculous.
excited.
How did you end up in this thing?
Well, like 800 horsepower. I'm just got a nice smile. I just asked nicely.
I need to learn from you. Look at that. sorry guys, but where else other than Goodwood can you see stuff like this? Look at the assortment of cars. We've got Horacio Pagani himself driving a Zonda. Oh my Lord. Look at this Zonda Barchetta. I believe this is actually Horacio Pagani's personal car. That is magnificent. Have fun! Well, if Goodwood wasn't exciting enough already, there is a massive fire going on right now. The C63, I'm sure some of you recognize it, owned by Supercars of London. He just got a new wrap. I didn't realize though, looks like it's in collaboration with the Yanamize and Seen Through Glass. All right, open up the Cullinan. That interior is absolutely spectacular. This is one of the most exciting cars from Rolls-Royce in a very long time, and honestly the first one that I consider potentially buying. When I did a review on this car, virtually of course, I haven't driven one yet, I talked about how cool it is that it is very off-road capable and that almost nobody, 99.99% of customers, aren't going to off-road it, but the few who choose to do so, that is bad. Cars are revving like crazy, so you probably can't hear me, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the Centenario. Shout out the Stradman, because I feel like I haven't discussed the car much on the channel. 6.5, oh my God, it's so loud! 6.5 liter V12 making 770 horsepower. They only made 40 of these, 20 coupes, 20 roadsters. The craziest part is every body panel is made of carbon fiber. Something I didn't realize is it weighs 650 pounds less than an Aventador. Yeah, it looks like it's larger and bigger. 3,350 pounds, that's nuts. Let's head up the hill climb. Yeah, this thing is fast. Well, well, here we go up the hill climb in the Centenario Roadster with a Performante behind me and an Aventador S Roadster behind that. This is about to be crazy. Wow, what a day, from off-roading a 570 GT to going up the hill climb in a Centenario Roadster. This is definitely one for the record books. And of course, I'm doing an outro in front of a McLaren F1, so that's pretty cool too. If you're not yet subscribed, what are you doing with your life? Smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. I look forward to seeing you next video.